video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 4 cycling recovery tips that will make you feel like you never even rode. What's up guys, Chad the Cyclist here. Welcome back to another video. If you don't know who I am, I'm a Cat 1 cyclist and I'm documenting and sharing tips on YouTube, so be sure to subscribe if you're new. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys 4 cycling recovery tips that will show you how to recover way faster than if you're not to do these tips already. So recovering with cycling is very important, okay? Because the faster you can recover, the faster you can start training and doing your intervals more. And a lot of people out there, you know, even the top coaches and everything like that, they're saying that recovering is just as important as training. So if you're training out there, if you're trying to get faster and you're not recovering properly, all that training is pretty much worthless, okay? So you have to make sure you recover properly, not to get injured or anything like that. So anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's go ahead and get to the tips. Alright guys, welcome back to the video. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm super excited about this video because this video is a very important subject and I want to share the message with everyone and help everyone out, alright? So, cycling recovery tips, right? So basically how fast you can ride and how fast you can train really comes down to how fast you can recover, okay? If you can recover faster, you can start training faster and you're less likely to get injured and all that good stuff, right? So that's why recovery is so important, right? So let's go ahead and get to the first tip. So the first recovery tip is rest and sleep, as you can see right here. So obviously this is an important tip because you just want to be able to get your body nice and rested for the next time you go out, and after you do a long ride or whatever, you use your muscles up, you want to get some rest and sleep. So that's why it's always good to do your training when you're able to go home and relax afterwards. So maybe instead of riding before work or before school or whatever you're doing for the day, try to ride it after work, okay? This will be able so you can, maybe go home and relax afterwards. You don't have to, go ride and then, not be able to relax the rest of the day because your muscles are craving just relaxation, Or if you sit in the office all day, that's probably fine too. But anyways, the next thing is sleeping 8 hours, okay? So a lot of people don't actually do this, and I think it's very important. Myself, I'm very busy. I own a business. I do this YouTube channel. I ride. So I do all this different stuff, and sometimes it's hard for me to get 8 hours of sleep, but I try to make it my priority because it involves my health, and my health is my #1 priority. And if it can help me recover faster too, that's very important too, okay? So you want to make sure you try to sleep 8 hours a day. I don't care how busy you are, that should be your #1 priority, is just to get a healthy amount of sleep, okay? So the next thing is taking naps. I have trouble doing this, but if you have the opportunity to take some naps after a long ride, if I go out for a 5-hour ride or however it's like a really hard race, I'll try to take a nap. Your body's gonna need that extra recovery, even if it's just 15 minutes. Okay, it doesn't have to be a 3-hour nap. Even if it's just 15 minutes, those little 15 minutes will really help. Okay, so that's the first tip I have for you guys, is rest and sleep. Okay, and the first tip is actually probably one of the most important tips I have on here. Number 2 is food, okay? Obviously the food we eat and how we handle, our health is very important too as far as recovery goes, right? So after a training ride, your body is craving lots of food and nutrients, right? Because you just use up all your energy, and after a hard workout, your body's gonna crave that kind of stuff, right? It's gonna crave vegetables, fruits, protein, stuff like that, right? So I would make it a priority to eat within 1 hour after your training ride. And the reason being is because after you exercise, your metabolism will speed up, okay? It's sped up, so you're going to be able to digest food faster after within the first hour of your workout, okay? So if you wait 3 hours or whatever, you're not going to be able to digest stuff as fast. Therefore, your body's not going to be able to absorb the nutrients in your body, okay? So be sure to eat within 1 hour. If you're, maybe you drove a long way to do your ride, try to, just stop for food somewhere, or maybe pack a protein shake, or at least a protein bar, something like that, just to get something in your body, because it's going to be craving, and ultimately that's going to help you recover faster too, okay? So make sure you do that. That's very important. So the next thing is make sure you eat healthy, okay? So for me, I'm not a crazy health freak. I just like to have a well-balanced diet. Of course, I snack on chips or dessert or whatever. That's just a fly have, I guess. I mean, I think it's okay to do that once in a while. You know, you don't have to be crazy health, but just having a well-balanced diet, getting your fruits, your vegetables, all the different stuff that's going to help you recover faster, right? So the next thing in food category, we have drink lots of water, okay? So drinking lots of water is just gonna help your body speed up things, and it's just gonna help you recover faster, and just staying hydrated is gonna help you a lot, okay? You'll be surprised. And you know, I try to drink at least like 5 big cups of water a day. It's just, it'll actually make you feel better, okay? Make you feel more clean, and it will help you recover faster for cycling too, okay? So remember that. The next thing is just using like basic recovery protein powder or drinks or a smoothie after a ride. So usually after my ride, and I'll make another video on this, but I have like a protein shake where I put spinach, banana, protein powder, what else I put? Oats, almond milk. It's really good. Oh, peanut butter, that too. So it's really good. I just make that after my ride, and I get some protein in me. I get some vegetables from the spinach. I get a banana, all that different stuff. So that'll help you. You know, just have a fine recovery. Just having a smoothie, something I go to after your ride. I'd recommend doing that. Okay, so that's the last tips for the food. The next tip is diet, and I kind of covered this already, but I want to go more into it because you know, not just on a day you know, that you train, but every day having a good diet is very important. So actually, what's funny is a lot of people do this, and it actually doesn't work at all. Okay, so a lot of people, what they'll do is, you know, they'll be training, they'll have their normal diet of, you know, just eating like crap or just eating however they want, right? And which is fine for them. If they want to do that, that's fine. It's their body, it's their health. That's fine if they want to do. But the problem is, what people do is like the week before the race, like let's say race week, or they have a big event, they'll eat super healthy, okay? And they'll eat like nothing but like vegetables, and they'll try to carb load with spaghetti, and you know, that's fine. But what that does is your body gets used to how you eat, okay? It gets used to the nutrition, it adapts to things, right? So when you go from like a complete, if you completely change your diet on race week, and then you go into a race, you think it's gonna make you feel better? No, it's gonna change you up, okay? You're gonna feel differently. And you know, some people might feel better, but me personally, I feel worse. Okay, if I change up my diet like on race week and I eat completely different, it's just gonna make me feel really weird. Okay, so you want to have a consistent diet. All right, and I recommend just a well-balanced diet. Okay, whether it's you know, just being really healthy all the time, or just having, you know, just a normal diet, and just keeping it consistent is more important. All right, so just remember that, and that's my personal opinion, but that's what I've noticed from me. Okay, so. Also, you know, just trying to eat fruits and vegetables to give the body as much nutrients as you can. Something I lack on too, and I'm sure everybody does, is just, you know, getting enough fruits and vegetables throughout the day, and finding the time to, you know, cook the right foods to get all that stuff in. So that's very important for recovery, is just having a good diet, not just on your race week, not just on the day you train, but every single day, okay? Consistency. That's the most important part, right? So the next tip I have for you guys for recovery, and this is the last tip, and this is actually important, and this is a mistake I made a couple years ago, or I was making a couple years ago, and it's actually a mistake a lot of people still make, right? And that's overtraining, okay? So what I mean by that is, don't do high intensity rides every day. Don't do 100-mile rides 3 times a week, right? Do not overtrain what your body can't handle, right? There's a lot of people, they just like focus on getting faster and faster and faster, and they're just overtraining their bodies. And it's not effective, okay? It's more about quality versus quantity, okay? Quality, having a good schedule, sticking to your schedule, having a plan, having a well-balanced diet, doing all this different stuff, having that disciplined schedule, and you're being able to be disciplined and follow it, that's going to make way more, you're going to gain way more out of that than, you know, just changing your plan every day and just, you know, trying to figure out how to get faster and faster and doing all this different stuff. Okay, don't do that, right? Don't overtrain. Stick to your schedule, stick to your plan, stick to what your body can handle, and train based off how you feel, okay? If you feel sore, don't go out and go do a high intensity ride that day, okay? Do an easy ride, all right? Just go in zone 2 or whatever, right? But if you feel really good, maybe you can pump it up, right? And also be sure to always have a nice warm-up, okay? Warm-up is going to be another important factor in actually recovering, okay? So you want to make sure you have a good warm-up on your rides. Again, so like I said, don't do high-intensity rides every day. Make sure you do recovery rides, so that's very important. So if you do a long ride or a hard ride or just like a high-intensity ride, the next day you want to do a recovery ride. And you don't have to, but it's just going to be better for your body. Just do a nice spin, whether it's 30 minutes, an hour, 15 minutes even. Just go out and spin the bike, nothing too hard. It's just going to help you, help your muscles recover faster. It's going to get the soreness out of them, just help get some blood flowing, okay? So that's very important too, is doing recovery rides. And the next thing is having different days where you stay in different heart rate and power zones, okay? So for example, you don't want to go out and be at your lactic threshold heart rate or your ultimate or the fastest power zone you can handle, okay? Don't do that every day. Have certain days, okay? So maybe like Monday you'll have an easy ride, okay? Tuesday you'll have a medium ride. Wednesday you'll have a hard ride. And then Thursday you'll have a recovery ride. And then Friday you take off. And then Saturday you maybe take off too. Or then Sunday you do your long ride, okay? And you repeat the cycle, okay? And then you can build up from there. But just having a consistent schedule and not going hard every single day like I said before, just doing that and following these tips is really going to help you. So a quick little recap: make sure you rest and sleep really well. That's the first tip. Sleeping 8 hours a day, doing all that different stuff, taking naps, try to relax after your ride. Next thing is food. Okay, so making sure you eat within an hour of your ride, drinking lots of water, all that different stuff, maybe having a recovery protein shake, that different stuff. Next thing is diet, okay, having a well-balanced diet, having a consistent diet, not just eating healthy on the day you race or the day you train, but having a consistent, healthy, well-balanced diet every day, consuming fruits and vegetables as much as you can, okay? And then next thing, last tip I have is overtraining. Don't overtrain. Just have a consistent, balanced training schedule, and just don't try to go too hard or too crazy. Just do what your body can handle, okay? So those are the 4 tips, recovery tips I have for you guys for cycling. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to subscribe to the channel because I come out with videos 3 times a week. And also, give this video a thumbs up. And maybe share this video with a friend if you think it would help them out, right? So comment below any questions or anything you have below. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video when I release it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good ride.